Let's start in a surprising place, not in a church, not in a Bible study group, but in an MRI laboratory. Imagine a group of neuroscientists looking at MRI screens where the human brain flickers in shades of light and color. They let people look at sunsets, artwork, spaces full of silence, and something incredible happens. Welcome to the Sebcast, home of the #1 network for your life. Here we turn our beloved stories on their heads, look at what history might have overlooked, and discover together how Jesus invites us into a bigger story where we live, work, and play. The same parts of the brain that activate when people see something beautiful are the parts that activate when they experience something sacred. In other words, your brain makes no sharp distinction between beauty and spirituality. Think carefully about what I just said. For your brain, it is the same language. Science now has a name for this experience: wonder. A short, intense moment in which the world feels bigger and you smaller, but in a good way. A moment in which time slows down slightly, your breath deepens and your soul awakens. The interesting part, we are literally born for it. Our brain seeks wonder. This beautifully connects with my online sermon last Sunday, where I explained that Jesus uses a child as an example, not because children are naive, but because they still have the ability to see, to be amazed, to be open to the world as a gift. What neuroscience confirms today is what Jesus intuitively knew 2,000 years ago: the human soul flourishes when it is in wonder. When you are in wonder, 3 things happen in your brain. 1. Your amygdala, your fear center, becomes quieter. When you experience wonder, your brain processes less fear. You live less in defense. The world feels less threatening. You begin to breathe. 2. Your prefrontal cortex, where you create meaning, activates. This part of your brain helps you see the bigger picture. Wonder gives you perspective. It reminds you, my problems are big, yes, but God is bigger. 3. Your parietal lobe, where your self-construct resides, becomes thinner. Not literally, but your sense of self-protection softens. You become part of something larger. This is precisely the place where faith develops. In other words, wonder is not just an emotion. It is a neurological gateway to spirituality. And then something special occurs. Wonder fosters greater empathy, more humility, increased creativity, deeper gratitude, and more hope. Studies show that people who've experienced wonder are more likely to help strangers, more patient with their children, less focused on their own ego, and more open to change. It almost resembles the fruit of the Spirit: peace, patience, gentleness, joy, self-control. When Paul says the Spirit brings forth fruit, he is not talking about a morality project. He is talking about a transformation of your whole being. Exactly what wonder biologically already awakens in you. The Bible and the brain thus shake hands. And that's why Jesus' words in Matthew 18 are so radical: unless you change and become like little children. He didn't say, become dumber. He said, become more receptive, become more open, become more aware of the sacred that hides everywhere. Children don't look through the world, they look into the world. They view the world. They are not occupied with controlling, they are occupied with discovering. When Jesus invites you to become like a child, he invites you to the neurological gift of wonder. A gift that doesn't make you naive, but makes you more whole, softer, and more alive. So how does a modern person in a hurried city like London cultivate this kind of wonder? Here are 3 simple practices, small but deep. 1. The 20-second gaze. Look at something beautiful for 20 seconds, a tree, a face you love, a cloud, an artwork. The human brain needs at least 20 seconds to activate wonder connections. 2. The brief pilgrimage. Select one spot you often pass by, a pond, a small park, a quiet corner of your home. Stand there. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly in and out 3 times. Say, Lord, open me. It is a sacrament for your soul. 3. The gratitude lens. Every evening, jot down one small moment that brightened your day. Not the big things, just the little ones. Small wonders can lead to significant transformation. Here at SA Congregation, the #1 network for your life, we believe that faith is not just ideas, it is development. It is the formation of a person who becomes softer, brighter, fuller of God's life. When you cultivate wonder, you literally become a different kind of person, more present, more loving, more open to the new thing God is doing. My invitation for today: seek one moment of wonder per day, just one. It is enough. Wonder does the rest. Thank you for journeying and walking with me these past 5 days. May the God who created your senses teach you to see again, and may your soul be filled with light. We pick up the Sebcast again on January 12th, 2026. Until then, take care.